keep crop dusting.
Oh my god.
You just keep farting everywhere.
Hi, welcome to Savepoint, a show where we talk about video games and topics that you send to us on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and YouTube using hashtag Savepoint. I'm Michael Anthony.
I'm Nick Rubio.
And I'm Hunter Taylor.
And we got a great show for you. So, without further ado, first topic. Thanks for the mix. Thanks for the backup mix. This is from... We tried, I can't read.
Miss Carsonell.
Miss Carsonell. Miss Carsonell.
We had a huge conversation
Miss
about
Carsonell. Yes, we did, on how to talk. I can't speak. Okay. There's a topic I can finally suggest for your next video. If there were to be a game based around you, what would it be like?
That was from the YouTubes.
Was this from
The
YouTube?
very rare YouTube comments.
Very
it's
rare
elusive.
YouTube
It's
comment.
a shiny.
I think we've had it.
I think, Michael, I already know what game you would do.
No, it's about your life. It's
You're
about
not,
your life.
you're
That
not-
was the topic.
You're not saying you wouldn't do a Marvel's Wombat game?
Of course.
You be Marvel Wombat?
Yeah.
You're a Marvel's Wombat?
Like, if there was a game about my life, it would just be like Max Payne. Just I'm
Drugs
taking
and
painkillers
sadness.
all the time. Forever sad, yes, and my wife was murdered.
And
No,
the
like...
Fortune theme song in the background, just all the entire time.
Yes.
The sad sex.
I don't know,
And you have dialogue every time you pick up pills.
exactly. Every time I pick up pills, there's unique dialogue. I don't know, probably like... If there's a game about me, probably... It'd be a first-person shooter, but there would be, like... very little shooting involved. There'd just be, like, a lot of... being sad about your ex-girlfriend. Or, there'd be, like... I don't know, like a lot of my mom telling me to bring the laundry to the laundry room and just be like, yeah, and then instead just watch Arrow for like 2 hours. I don't know.
You like pick up the remote control and it's like, oh, I guess this time
Right.
I'm mad again.
A lot of looking at yourself in the mirror and thinking, God, you should work out.
So it's Metal Gear Solid. There's just hour-long cutscenes.
Exactly. There's no gameplay.
It's just hour-long cutscenes.
It's like a dating sim. It's just dialogue. It's just a bunch of dialogue.
I was gonna say it's like a Telltale game.
Exactly. Exactly.
What's yours?
I don't know. I want it to be a Metroid-esque game.
Okay.
God, I forget what
Metroidvania?
Metroidvania. That genre of game. I would love a Metroidvania game in my life, but it would just be me fixing computers.
Yeah, but then you could like, oh, I got a screwdriver. Now I can go fix this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what
That
it would be.
works.
Every time I find it, but there'd be Chozo statues. Like I
Just
wouldn't even lie.
Chozo
No,
statues.
it's a blatant rip-off. Chozo statues everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Like in your house. Just, hey, look at this Chozo statue.
And then it's Ridley, but instead of Ridley, it's Ridley Scott's head.
Ridley Scott's head. Ridley Scott's head. I'm gonna make another Prometheus just floating around.
But then I couldn't kill him because I wanted to finish it.
Right? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Michael Fassbender. He's dragging
Oh
the
my
corpse
God.
of Michael Fassbender.
Oh my goodness. I'm so down for anything with Michael Fassbender in it.
Yes. What about you?
Mine would be an adventure game.
Okay.
And
Wait, old school, like point and click?
Like is it
No,
JRPG
Escape from Monkey
or
Island?
come on.
No, not like that. So it's gonna consist of me being a baby
Okay.
and Nathan Drake holding me in his arm and raising me as a Nathan Drake baby.
Nathan Drake.
And then I grow up and I take on his name.
Okay. So you
And then-
suckle from the
Do you
teeth of
kill
Nathan
him?
Drake's knowledge.
Huh?
Do you like
No.
you kill him and you assume his
No,
role?
we work
You
together.
single white female.
We work together. We work together
Okay.
to solve mysteries.
Honestly,
Brendan Fraser
do you know what
wannabe?
he said? Do you know what he said to me? What he said, and you know how it manifested in my mind. Do you guys remember the really old Hanna-Barbera cartoon Johnny Quest?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. He
Yes.
was like adventure, and Haji was there with the head wrap, even because it wasn't racist back then to call him Haji.
Yeah, be great.
That'd be it right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. And
I'd
then
play
we just
that.
sail the sea, and then echoes.
Echoes of Dawn.
No, you're riding Echo.
I'd play that.
You have like Poseidon's trident that you murdered Aquaman for.
And he did that because he was taught by Nathan Drake, who's just a sociopath. Kills so many people.
Yeah, so
I'd play that. I'd probably play that.
I'll play your game. I'll play your game.
10 out of 10. IGN.
Look it up. Get it. You're doing this one.
Yeah, I got it. Jason O'Malley at Underinspired Games. I keep hearing that games are going to go all digital soon. How is this possible with the limited HD space?
Simple.
Hard drive.
They're not going to go all digital soon.
Jason, Joe Malley 6291.
You may have heard that all games are going to go day and date digital, like with physical copies, which seems more and more likely.
I'm pretty sure you can get every game out now that's physical.
Yeah, I know, like especially like on the Xbox One and on the PS4, I know like that's a big push on their part. I don't think we're gonna stop having discs anytime soon. No, not at all.
Especially with what happened last year with the whole
uproar. It was an uproar
with Xbox One. I think that really showed that a lot of people prefer physical copies.
It's a misconception of what a physical disc actually represents. People have this old world view of discs as, well, I own this disc, so I own the right to play it. But it's the same thing as
if you bought it digital.
If you bought it digital, the only downside of buying it digital is you can't see any return on your investment that you made. That's the only thing. But to be honest, my opinion about returning games for money, that's killing the market anyway. That's the reason we have day one DLC. That's the reason we have paid DLC. Because they're not paying the developers and the publishers for the content that they deserve to get paid for. That's a whole nother topic. But hard drive space isn't a thing. 500 gigs is huge.
Yeah, 500 gigs is huge. And here's the thing. If we're going to be completely honest, hard drive space isn't an issue. If you wait for a sale, you could probably get like 2 terabytes of memory for like $80.
And they said how they're gonna allow for future expansions. You're gonna be able to just attach a hard drive space.
Exactly. Hard drive space is only limited because they can't make the Xbox One or the PS4 cost $900, so that it can have like the 10
solid
terabyte.
State.
Exactly. So it doesn't have a solid state drive.
I think it was IGN who did a video saying like how many games can fit on a PlayStation 4, and it was 25 games. So, and especially since is there even 25 games out right now?
No, I don't know.
And well, like digitally, but I just think that hard drive space wouldn't be that much of a concern at this point.
Yeah, and you're not putting movies on a lot. I mean,
the
amount of streaming services that are out right now,
how many people
need to have
how
your
many
DVDs.
people genuinely have like all of their iTunes music on their Xbox, or have like their Blu-ray copy of Man of Steel on their Xbox? I don't know. Honestly, don't know anybody that has music and whatnot on the Xbox. Yeah, on their Xbox.
I mean, you can poke fun at the fact that how Dead Rising just came out with their whole 13 day patch. Yes. And I don't know if you saw the video on Kotaku. No. It was an hour-long video these guys made where it's like this guy playing Connect, I guess. It's this fat guy just waving his arm. He's like, man, Connect is so cool. And this other guy busts in. And he's like, look what I got. I got the day one version of Dead Rising. I'm going to go play. And then the video just pauses. And then, like, it pans out. Like, if you've ever seen on the Xbox One, like, when you're playing or something. Like, it pans out and it's like, your game needs an update. And then, like, it's an hour-long video of the game updating.
Just sitting there.
Yeah. It's, like, moving, like, a percent, like, every so minutes. And then every, like, I want to say increment of, like, 20% the flavor text change. It's like, you're like halfway there. So unlimited amount of unrealized digital reward. And it's like you finally get to the end of the video and he's like, I'm going to go play this game. And he just runs off the screen and that's it. So it's...
How, and he just made so much money off of that. He made so much money from that. Yeah, exactly. That's why.
But like the fact that like, I think the reason that patch was so big is because they included all their DLC in there.
They probably did.
So they're like, well, if you buy your DLC, you instantly have access. You don't have to download it,
Which says a lot. If that's the case, that says a lot. 13 gigs of DLC is a lot of shit. So.
And the first patch for Killzone was 50 gigs.
Ooh.
Wasn't it?
I didn't know that.
Pretty sure.
No, I don't know because Dead Rising. They
said
that
was the installation.
Yeah, the installation. The Dead Rising patch apparently 13 gigs is the largest update that's ever happened.
Yeah.
So 50, that would.
And also like to talk about hard drive space and to talk about game design and all that quickly, like hard drives are small, but here's the thing, like people like as this generation goes on, games are going to get bigger. That's true, and that's not true. Because the overall amount of data will probably go up, but the
textures and stuff, that's the biggest reason.
But ultimately, like, especially once we move to completely just next generation, when we're just done with the PS3 and we're done with the 360, once companies sit down and they're like, we're going to make an engine specifically for this console, that whole pipeline of information is going to get so streamlined and so simplified. There's not going to be 50 gigs of extraneous data that's just there on the disk because it's not implemented in the most smart way.
Skyrim's the best way. You know how big Skyrim is?
How big?
6 gigs.
Exactly.
Skyrim. The beautiful game is, even on PC, it's like just 6 gigs. Because they have a special compression method that they use to just pack it all in there, you know? So it's like you said, once they start cranking them out more and they start doing all this stuff, it's going to be streamlined. They're going to be able to do it better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I definitely don't think hard drive space is a problem because I think you know what you're walking into when you bought the system.
Yeah.
Like before, like the system even came out, they told you this game's gonna be taking up a lot of space or whatever. But I think people, I don't think hard drive space is gonna be a problem or anything.
At least
I mean, how many people? I mean, like how many people? And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but how many people own at one time 25 games?
That's what I was saying. Like.
Not me.
Like a collection of games, and I play.
Steam.
Yeah. I play everything. I play everything. I love games. I play them all. Okay, but I don't ever keep. I don't have like a stack of like 40 games where it's like I gotta play all of these right now. You know what I mean? Like no, I play one game at a time, 2-3 games at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know anybody who has a monster collection, and even if they have that monster collection. It's just there, like it's a collection that they don't go back to.
Yeah, they're not actively playing. There's
exactly.
no way, they don't have time.
I have a PlayStation 3 collection. I have about like 30 games, but I only have certain ones installed for the ones I'm in the mood for playing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't, at least they didn't try to bullshit people. That's why I'm kind of glad that the consoles, like, at least with, Xbox, I remember they came out with like, oh, here's this 4 gig system you can buy for cheaper, but you're going to have to pay another $150 to get the hard drive. At least they didn't bullshit anybody. They were just like, look, you're going to pay for this and this is what you're getting.
Once both companies offer
expandable
hard drives through USB, then that's the end of it.
They're going to do it
You just buy, for $70, you just buy a terabyte of memory in a little brick.
In your set.
Done. Plug that bitch in, leave it. Hope that answers your question. Joe Malley, 8469708675309. 8675309.
Andrew Francombe.
At Francoberry.
On Twitter. What are your thoughts on Microsoft and other companies paying YouTubers to say good things about their products?
Apparently, it's not only Microsoft.
Yeah.
EA's in that bunch as well.
Yes, apparently. Just a short while ago.
Whistleblowers.
Yes, just a short while ago that came news that EA is supposedly doing this. It's ethically wrong. It's ethically wrong and also illegal.
Yeah. Stealth advertising. If you advertise for something and you give it praise and you tell people to go buy it and you're getting paid for it, but you don't explicitly mention that they're your sponsor, that you're being paid for this, that's illegal.
Exactly. For the number of people who hate the U.S. government and all the laws, they're actually doing quite a bit to help us out. It's called consumer protection, That's a thing, People will outright lie about things. And as you can see here, subversively, pay people under the table to do that. Now, at the time of this, it's a lot of reports. That's what we're hearing, and I do believe we've heard that the entire document was leaked, proving that it is in fact a thing. That it's not just like a rumor and someone is blowing it out of context. It is in fact a thing where they're being paid for positive positive responses, which is a big deal.
Yeah, it's apparently.
There's one thing if you. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it was apparently $3 per every 1,000 views, and the cap was 1.25 million views.
If it's one thing to actually have good things to say about a console, because there are good things to say about it. I enjoy mine, but the fact that you're paying people whether they liked it or not to say good things about it and get all this money for no reason and to lie to people, it's messed up because it opens the avenue for other things. It's like when is it? If it doesn't stop here, where is it going to stop?
And I have one thing that I'd like to ask. I'd like to raise this question to just the audience and to you guys. Everyone's down on EA and on Microsoft for doing this, okay? And they should be. They're wrong. Why is no one down on Machinima for agreeing to do that in the first place? You know what I mean? Machinima's just like, hey, they're paying us because we agreed to take their money that they gave us because we wanted to do what they said we should do.
I've had my bad ills with, Machinima to begin with, when there was another YouTuber named Clash who posted a video who apparently, like, he was a partner, and apparently Machinima has nothing to do with his, like, they don't help him, but he's garnered, subscriber base.
Yes.
And so what happens is, I guess at one point, like, his dog had died, and he posted a video, and he was like, I'm not going to monetize this because I'm not going to make money off my dead dog. Like, that's fucked up. And apparently he went back and found out that Machinima had went through and advertised this video anyway for him.
Yeah, like
Machinima, is, good of a company though, Red vs. Blue and all this other stuff. They've done some other shit that's not cool.
So this didn't really come as a shock to you, really?
I'm not from Machinima and definitely not from EA. Microsoft, I'm a little bummed that they would do something like that. But from a strictly like empirical thing, like maybe Microsoft is a big company, so they're not part. They pay other agencies to do their advertising. So maybe they did pay
a third party.
Yeah, to do a shady third party. And they're like, okay, now it's Buddy's in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. We didn't know all the details. I didn't sit down and read the contract. We don't know who's involved with the contract. We don't know everything like that. But at the end of the day, paying somebody to say good things about your product, that's just morally wrong. On top of the fact that it is illegal. We frown upon it.
Well, lying to people, saying, or not, and
don't let them see
it.
that.
Come on.
No, that's it. They saw
Judge
that.
Dredd.
I don't know. I can't make a Carl Urban. I don't know. Like,
I want to know that he has surgery.
You say Judge Dredd, and all I'm seeing is him in Star Trek, just angry at teleporters and ships and everything like that.
You had that Robert De Niro face. You do that face, but cover your eyes.
The mask.
There you go. You're welcome.
Internet.
But yeah, no, it's not cool to make your audience feel stupid. That's not like a thing you should do.
And ultimately, now they're going to be on, the defensive, because now that this has come out, they're going to have to play the PR game and cover that up, or just, like, oh, we're so sorry, please don't hate us, like, because ultimately, this is the internet.
Guys, we can't talk about this. Don't bring that up. No, we can't. Contract. Hey, Steve.
So,
all right, so let us know in the comments, how amazing is Microsoft and EA? I mean, like, really, aren't they just like stand up?
Come on, BioWare and
They're all incredible. Like, if I could name my firstborn EA, I would. And actually, because there's nothing stopping me, on second thought, I will do that. Let's do it right here.
Right here.
Baby packed. Baby packed. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Bye.
And like our Facebook. But first, Sony and Microsoft's Facebook first.